When you and I were having a phone call earlier last week, you mentioned a big break for you that happened in terms of visibility was in 2015 when one of your pictures went viral, right? You showed your stretch marks on a beach and that went viral and you got a ton of attention from that. And people may look at that one breakthrough moment and go, oh, but that's it. Like that was the secret to success. But yet they don't see however many years you spent, like you said, nurturing and writing for your audience when no one really cared. So tell us a little bit about that too, like that pre-story, because I think that context is so key. How many years were you writing for the Chic site? Before your first self-published book even went out, and then how many years had it been when Girl Wash Your Face came out?
So I started my blog, meaning that I wrote regularly for people on the internet in 2008. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing, so I still wasn't publishing consistently. It would take a few years to get to the point where I was writing every single day. But I do think that that's a big piece that people miss, is that my crazy success as a writer happened in 2018, a full decade after I began writing for this audience. So I think that the picture going viral, again, I couldn't see any of this at the time, but I look back and I'm like, when we step into our truth, when we begin to live our truth and walk towards our purpose, like when we're like, oh, I feel this calling on my heart, and I sort of think that maybe I could be a photographer, I could run a nonprofit, I could build this business or be CEO. When we begin to take steps, even if we're unsure, the universe rises up to meet us. And I feel like that viral picture was the universe just giving me a little nod, like, okay, this is a thing. Because if I look at these sort of like bloops, I don't I don't know if everyone can see me. I understand a podcast is audio, but like if I look at, like, if you think of a heart monitor and you imagine when it kind of spikes up, when I look at, I'm just realizing, Ellen, too, because this is on video and I'm just going to be real, that I keep getting stabbed by my bra, and I just realized it's because there's stickers everywhere in Texas, and I've been taking my dog out on hikes in the morning, so please ignore me digging in my bra. Let's try that again. It was hurting so bad though. I was like, I can't keep telling this story. So if you think of a heart monitor with these sort of like, oops, those spikes or those moments where I would really see a lot of traction always came when I was speaking to my audience in my voice, in a way that was not like anything else I was seeing and was just me. It's like me stopping a conversation with you to tell you that I've got a sticker in my bra. It's like me opening for Oprah and telling a story about a tampon getting lost inside my body, and her literally coming up on stage, 15,000 people, and being like, girl, what was that story? Like, why are you telling a story about a tampon? And also, like, how have you had this success and you're here doing this thing? And I was like, oh, because I'm willing to stand on your stage and tell the tampon story. Like, I'm just showing up as myself, doing my best to serve an audience. And whenever those things align, that's when I see these moments of success. So I really did, like, sort of the things I would say is put in a ton of time. The blogs that I was writing in 2008 were nothing compared to what I could write in 2010 or 2012 or 14. 2014 was when I published the first book. So that was 6 years later. And then it would still take 4 more years to get to the book that would change my life forever. So it really is the willingness to put in the time, which I don't think a lot of people love to hear, because we're in a culture of such instantaneous, we want success, right? We want to post a photo and have it immediately get, thousands of likes, or we want to put something out and immediately see it come to fruition. But what I found is that everything takes time. Every single new venture that I go into, it takes a while to set it up. So you have got to be in love with the process. You've got to love what it is that you're doing. And I know people hear that a lot and sort of we roll our eyes, but it's true. Honestly, there's a lot of ways to pay your bills. And if you're doing work or you're chasing after something that you hate, like, there's so many other ways that you could be pursuing this. So if you're going to pursue something, by God, let it be something that you feel passionate about.